Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Hafsa Kamar and my roll number is EP1770048. The topic of my presentation is cystic fibrosis and the subtopic includes history, genetic basis and clinical manifestations. Now starting with cystic fibrosis, it is a hereditary disease that affects the lungs and digestive system. The body produces thick and sticky mucus that can clog the lungs and obstruct the pancreas. What is the history behind cystic fibrosis? The forehead of a newborn was licked crosswise for cleaning, and if a salty taste was perceived, the baby was considered bewitched and expected to soon die. This early observation is consistent with the later discovery that patients with CF lose excess chloride salt in their sweat, and with the subsequent establishment of the sweat chloride test for the diagnosis of CF. In 19th century, Karl von Rokitansky described a case of fetal death with meconium peritonitis, a complication of meconium ileus associated with CF. Meconium ileus was first described in 1905 by Karl Landsteiner. In 1938, Dorothy Hansen Anderson published an article, Cystic Fibrosis of the Pancreas and its Relation to Celiac Disease, a clinical and pathological study in the American Journal of Disease of Children. She was the first to describe the characteristic cystic fibrosis of the pancreas and to correlate it with the lung and intestinal disease prominent in CF. She also first hypothesized that CF was a recessive disease and first used pancreatic enzyme replacement to treat affected children. What are the genetic basis? बेसिकली इसमें ये होता है कि CFTR जो है वो मेंबर है ATP बाइंडिंग कैसेट का जो डिपेंडेंट होता है एक साइक्लिक एडिनोसिन मोनोफॉस्फेट के ऊपर फॉर क्लोराइड ट्रांसपोर्ट, वो डिफेक्ट हो जाता है जिसकी वजह से इसमें डिफेक्ट आ जाता है, जिसकी वजह से आयन ट्रांसपोर्ट जो है वो प्रॉपर नहीं हो पाता और जो है वो इसकी वजह से इस म्यूटेशन की वजह से जो है वो प्रॉपरली रेगुलेट नहीं कर पाएगा. The most common variant is F508, representing 66% of all mutations. Approximately 90% of all patients with CF have at least one copy of this mutation. Now, classification of mutation includes a genetic basis, in which these are the classes. In which class? In class 1, basically production of cystic fibrosis. In Class 1 mutation include those in which the production of cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator CFTR protein is blocked. These are called stop mutations, and defective protein processing is responsible for class 2 mutations. Class 2 के अंदर जो है वो प्रोटीन बनता है लेकिन अपनी जगह नहीं बना सकता, यानी कि एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से एपिकल मेम्ब्रेन तक नहीं जा सकता जहां उसकी जरूरत होती है फॉर प्रॉपर ऑपरेशन. This includes the most common F508 mutation, which is caused by improper folding of the protein. Class 3 mutations cause the disruption of the channel to open properly, and Class 4 mutations are unable to achieve proper ion conduction. Class 5 is a milder form of Class 1 mutation, includes mutations that cause reduced production of functional CFTR. What are the clinical manifestations? CFTR is highly expressed on the membranes of epithelial cells of the lungs, sweat glands, salivary glands, and male genital ducts, as well as pancreas, kidney, tubules, and digestive tract. अब अगर इन जगहों पे CFTR जो है वो अपना फंक्शन परफॉर्म करता है, अगर यहाँ पे जो है वो किसी भी किस्म का अगर CFTR म्यूटेटेड होगा या उसमें डिफेक्ट होगा, डिसफंक्शन होगा जो भी, तो उसमें क्या होगा कि इन सारे ग्लैंड्स पे भी इफेक्ट पड़ेगा. सिस्टिक फिब्रोसिस होगी तो मतलब इन सारे ग्लैंड्स पर अफेक्ट आएगा इस चीज का, क्योंकि CFTR सही वर्क नहीं कर रहा होगा. Sweat glands. Fluid secreted by sweats in patient with CF is normal, but a defect in the reabsorption of electrolytes leads to sweat with a high salt concentration. In patient with CF, loss of these functioning channels blocks the ability of the sweat ducts to reabsorb salt, leading to sweat sodium chloride concentration of greater than 100 millimolars. The loss of these sodium and chloride and channels serves as the basis for the diagnostic sweat chloride test. साइनस इन्वॉल्वमेंट, इसमें नेजल पॉलिप्स होंगे जो कि आउटग्रोथ है नॉर्मल साइनस एपिडर्मिस की, और जो है वो ये ब्लॉक कर सकते हैं nasal passages को. The faulty ionic transport of chloride across the apical membrane of epithelial cell lining exocrine glands leads to dehydration of extracellular fluids and the development of thickened inspissated mucus in nasal and sinus passages. Pancreatic involvements in which CFTR may be inhibited or यहाँ पे ये होगा कि जो है वो इनहिबिशन होगी जब CFTR की, जिसकी वजह से डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स जो है वो सेक्रीशन होगी और बाइकार्बोनेट की इनहिबिशन हो जाएगी. इन सब चीज़ों की, डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम सेक्रीशन और बाइकार्बोनेट की, और जो है वो एंजाइम जो है वो ट्रैप हो जाएंगे पेनक्रियास के अंदर बाय डक्टल ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन. और ये एंजाइम्स जो लाइपेज प्रोटीज एमाइलेज जो है वो ये फिर जो है वो एक्यूमुलेट होंगे और इसके बाद जो है वो डाइजेस्ट करना शुरू कर देंगे पेनक्रियाटिक टिश्यूज को. Steatorrhea, fatty stools are experienced in patients which have CF, and asymptomatic chronic pancreatitis and pancreatic autodigestion and glucose intolerance leading to diabetes. Intestinal involvement in which meconium ileus जो है वो बॉल की obstruction होती है जिसके अंदर जो है वो मेकोनियम जो है वो थिक प्रोड्यूस होने लग जाता है. यूजुअल जितना प्रोड्यूस होता है उससे ज़्यादा थिक होना शुरू हो जाता है, जिसकी वजह से जो है वो ब्लॉकेज हो जाता है इलियम के अंदर. फिर यहाँ पे GERD है. GERD is common in both children and adults with CF. Children with CF should be screened for GERD and treated if diagnosed. Hepatic involvement, abnormal chloride efflux across the cells results in the reduction in water and sodium movement into the bile. Focal biliary cirrhosis होगा. Hepatic failure requiring transplantation और gallstones भी develop हो सकते हैं 5 to 10% patient में. Genitourinary involvement, इसके अंदर यूरिथ्रल ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन होगी वास डेफरेंस की, और जो है वो हार्मोनल सेक्रेशन और सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स नॉर्मल होंगे. कुछ स्मॉल नंबर के पेशेंट्स होते हैं वहाँ पे उनके इसमें इनफर्टिलिटी जो है वो नज़र आती है, जबकि जो है वो CF जो है वो अनडायग्नोज भी रह सकता है until fertility test is performed. The prevalence of infertility is higher in women with CF and hypothesized to be related to the production of thick and tenacious cervical mucus. Bone and joint involvement. Patients with CF have low bone mineral density, slower rate of bone formation, higher rate of bone loss, accelerated rate of bone loss, and arthritis. Patients with CF often suffer from intermittent arthritis symptoms, but only 2% of patients have persistent symptoms. The three types of intermittent CF arthritis are hypertrophic, osteoarthropathy, immunoreactive, and CF arthropathy. The first two are associated with pulmonary disease flare-up, and the third, CF arthropathy, affects larger joints and may be accompanied by fever and erythema nodosum. What are the pulmonary involvements? In which changes in the airway secretions. The changes in airway secretion promote the infection, inflammation, tissue damage cycle, and which leads to bronchiectasis. Infection, endobronchial bacterial colonization and infection due to repeated courses of aggressive antibiotic therapy. Airway surface layer contain antimicrobials, antioxidant, protease, and other substances that work to eliminate pathogens. The ASL can remove invading microbes from the lung by moving a mucus gel toward the mouth through ciliary motion. Local antibacterial peptides in the ASL are inactivated by high concentrations of salt similar to the concentration found in CF ASL. The ion channel dysfunction associated with CF can dehydrate and thicken mucus as well as deplete periciliary fluid and collapse cilia. Bacteria involve Staph aureus, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, alginate, a biofilm that allows the organism to become more resistant to antibiotics. Mucoid Pseudomonas aeruginosa bacteria also produce endotoxin A, protease, and elastase, which damage lung tissue and decrease the effectiveness of the neutrophils, polymorphonuclear leukocytes, PMN, and macrophages. B. Capaccia, another opportunistic pathogen found in patients with CF, is highly resistant to virtually all antibiotics. Virus can This poses patients to subsequent bacterial infection and may be responsible for activating the inflammation cycle. What is inflammation? Inflammation is the lungs' response to chronic infection. IL-8 is a major chemoattractant, and when bound to heparan sulfate containing proteoglycans, its activity is prolonged. So, several inflammatory factors release neutrophils, interleukin IL-1, IL-8, LTB4, endotoxins, TNF alpha. When neutrophils arrive at the site, they release proteases, oxidants, elastase, and cytokines. Antiprotease and interleukin 10 and anti-inflammatory cytokines subsequently are released in an effort to counterbalance the inflammatory system. These abnormalities leads to a sustained and destructive cycle of unchecked inflammation that begins at very early age. Arachidonic acid, an agonist in the inflammatory pathways, increase, and docosahexaenoic acid, a downregulator of arachidonic acid, is decreased in the bronchial lavage fluid in patients with CF. This is the overview of manifestation of cystic fibrosis. Case study. KM is a 1-week-old girl weighing 2.9 kg who presents for routine follow-up. Her birth weight was 2.7 kg. She is going well on breast milk every 3 hours. A review of system reveals no abnormalities. KM's newborn screen panel has returned with an elevated IRT concentration. What should be the assessment and plan? What further testing is recommended to determine whether this infant has cystic fibrosis? केएम का जो है वो एक 1-week-old गर्ल है, उसका हमने स्वेट क्लोराइड टेस्ट किया है और डीएनए एनालिसिस परफॉर्म हुई है. अगर स्वेट क्लोराइड टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आता है तो हम जो है वो अनदर टेस्ट करेंगे जो डिटरमाइन करेगा कि उसको पैनक्रियाटिक इनसफिशिएंसी है या नहीं. अदर मेथड जो है वो उनमें फीकल लास्टेस वाला भी टेस्ट परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. और उसके बाद फिर यहाँ पे है अर्ली इंटरवेंशन एंड थेरेपी इन विच KM returns to clinic 2 weeks later. Testing has revealed a sweat chloride of 84 millimolars and the presence of homozygous delta F508 mutations. Fecal elastase is low and the diagnosis of pancreatic insufficiency is made. What therapy should be initiated at this time? Early nutrition therapy to ensure appropriate growth is essential. Good nutritional status has been associated with improved pulmonary outcomes. अगर केएम को वेट गेन करने में डिफिकल्टी हो रही है तो हमें जो है वो इंक्रीज करना होगा. फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग हैज टू नीड टू बी इंक्रीज और चेंज टू अ हाई इन्फेंट फॉर्मूला. Vitamin and mineral supplementation. KM should be started on a liquid multivitamin preparation at a dose of 1 milliliter once daily. Additional supplements, vitamins may be supplemented if laboratory monitoring reveals an abnormality, and KM should receive 1/8 teaspoon of table salt per day to account for sodium loss in sweat. At 6 months of age, the dose increased to 1/4 teaspoon. KM who is breastfed, the patient KM who is breastfed, the parents should attempt pumping and bottle feeding with breast milk twice a day to add salt. If KM does not tolerate bottle feeding, that salt is not supplemented and they should ensure KM is not exposed to warm conditions for a prolonged time. Now, enzyme supplementations. KM should receive a pancreatic enzyme supplement 2000 to 5000 units per feeding. Even though KM is not yet eating solid food, the capsule may be opened and the contents sprinkled on a small amount. Example, baby's a spoonful of rice, cereal, baby food, or applesauce and given before each feeding. KM's caregivers should ensure that no beads are left in her mouth after the feeding is complete. पल्मनरी इंटरवेंशंस क्या हो सकती हैं? इसमें जो है वो एल्ब्यूट्रॉल को जो है वो नेबुलाइजर के जरिए देना चाहिए. हमें जो है वो केएम को देना होगा और जो है वो या फिर मीटर डोज इनहेलर या स्पेसर के जरिए once daily before airway clearance हो जाए तब तक पूरी. She should also receive palivizumab 15 milligram per kg intramuscularly once a month during respiratory syncytial virus season. What monitoring is recommended for KM? KM's head circumference, height, and weight should be plotted on the standard growth charts every month for the first year. Appropriate nutrition यानी फास्टिंग BGL, ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल, LFTs, लिवर फंक्शन टेस्ट, एल्ब्यूमिन, सीरम electrolytes, complete blood count, prothrombin time, vitamin A, D, E levels should be determined now at 1 year of age and at least annually. पल्मनरी स्टेटस मॉनिटर होना चाहिए क्लिनिकल सिम्टम्स पे बेस करते हुए. इसमें ऑस्कुलेशन ऑफ द चेस्ट रेडियोग्राफ से until about 5 years of age. और यहाँ पे है कि जो है वो डायबिटीज़ भी हो सकता है, जो जिनको CF की कंडीशन है उनको डायबिटीज़ भी हो सकता है. दे आर ऑल्सो एट इंक्रीज रिस्क ऑफ ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस भी हो सकता है. शुड बी असेस्ड एनुअली फॉर रिस्क फैक्टर्स. और इसके लिए हमें बोन डेंसिटोमेट्री करनी होती है फॉर एडल्ट्स स्टार्टिंग एट 8 years ऑफ एज. लेकिन KM जो कि जो है वो इसको ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस नहीं है और जो है बहुत छोटी है इस चीज़ के लिए कि उसको डेंसिटोमेट्री की तरफ लेके जाया जाए, क्योंकि ये एडल्ट्स में होता है और मोस्टली 8 years से स्टार्ट होता है. तो हमें जो है वो यहाँ पे ज़रूरत नहीं है ये चीज़ करने की. हर रिस्क शुड बी री इवेल्युएटेड एनुअली स्टार्टिंग एट 8 years of age. These are the references. Thank you so much.